I'm going to backtrack a little bit to this slide on implications for social work practice at the macro level. I discovered an article regarding a Children's Act in Wales, which demonstrates how we can create policy around. This was around a local safeguarding children board. We have things like that here, but we could create more opportunities to monitor the services that children and youth receive. Children like Jazzy who have had sexual assault or been um, um, exposed to abuse. Um, we do have in El Paso County a youth advisory board, which helps youth participate in expressing the opinions on the services that have been or are provided to them. Also here in El Paso County, and it's a worldwide movement. Actually, we have restorative justice. We have a teen court with a restorative justice approach, in which teen court decisions are upheld in municipal courts. So you may have a teen that is charged with, a minor marijuana charge, and he or she gets to go through teen court, use a restorative justice approach where he or she will recognize and make amends for their actions, and these help reduce sentencing, reduce records in the municipal court system. So, if I move on to my self reflection, I'd say that this experience with Jazzy, um, her sincerity and innocence, authenticity with her beliefs and her faith, has reduced bias with regard to Christianity for me. Um, to see what a religious community could offered her and can offer is underscored by Miner, who um, said that social support in faith-based settings can be superior to other environments, especially for populations who have less resources to draw upon. And I don't think I listed as part of her demographics. It appears that Jazzy's family is lower middle class, maybe middle class. They don't have a lot of wealth. They have what they need, but they may not have had additional resources. I'm not sure how they necessarily paid for her dance lessons, but some of these faith-based communities can offer things that they might people populations may not be able to really afford. Um, I may use gratitude. Hodge talks about a spiritual holding environment. Um, I could support clients in that kind of reflection and gratitude with regard to their chosen faith. Um, if they do have a faith where there is a spiritual being, a caring, loving, benevolent, and compassionate being, um, helping them explore questions. Hodge also talked about reflective questions, such as the ones listed here, which are a good way to help understand the client um, and build that therapeutic relationship by having them be known and be heard. And lastly, the life map that Hodge offers, a great assessment tool or a standalone intervention. This Richardson resource was from an Oprah website, and there's some questions here about the life mapping processing that certainly show that you can learn a lot about yourself through this process. And lastly, I'll just wrap up with this quote that I used earlier from Frankl in Man's Search for Meaning, that um, Jazzy was an inspiration to me, and someone who, with her level of struggle as a youth, who turned a personal tragedy into a triumph and a predicament into a human achievement. So, thanks so much for listening to this presentation about Jazzy, and have a nice day.